there, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So hope you're all doing well. In today's video, I'll be showing you 7 drawing tips for beginners to kickstart their little talent into something more perfect. These 7 tips were really helpful for me to get my drawings in a much more better effect as compared to what I did before. So I'm really excited to share it with you guys, and in case if you're not a beginner, that's alright. If you wish to know more tips that you don't know before, you can go ahead and watch this video. So moving on to the first tip. The first tip is patience. So all you need to build up in yourself is patience. According to me, patience is something that's really essential throughout your life. Maybe achieving your goals, maybe your dreams, maybe learning something new, or even while teaching.
So you see, a lack of patience can ruin your drawings or paintings just by simply hurrying up and wanting to finish your task quicker. Here in each category, 5 minutes says no patience and 20 minutes says there is a little more increase in patience. So the more you have patience, you get a much more clear result.
So moving on to tip number 2, drawing rough sketches of something that you're gonna draw. So yes, it's always a good choice to draw a rough sketch of something that you're gonna draw. It may be realistic drawings, observational drawings, still life drawings, or even human face drawings.
Drawing rough sketches will help you to understand the complex drawings in a much more easier way.
So next, moving to tip number 3, having a basic idea. So this is almost the same tip that I had said last time, but slightly different. Okay, so having a basic idea means if suppose today you're given a drawing with a reference picture. So seeing that reference picture, how would you know where to draw the particular things? It may be the eyes, maybe the nose, or even the ears. So how would you know where to position it on your book? The size or the position of the particular thing. So we get confused, right? So to avoid that, we should draw a basic idea of the given figure.
So this is how the basic idea or basic structure looks like. For beginners, I would suggest you to divide the reference picture so that you get a proper proportion. After drawing the lines, you can slowly go ahead with the face and then its features.
So moving on to tip number 4, perfection does not matter. Yes, you heard it right, perfection does not matter. So talking about perfection, every person expects a maximum amount of perfection on their art or drawing. So moving on to the next tip, tip number 5, time management. So talking about time management, if you're a person who's really busy and want to spare some time, all you need to have is a planned schedule.
So maintaining it would be really helpful to stay in touch with the drawings if you wish to draw every day.
So moving on to the next tip, tip number 6, knowing how to use your art supplies. So knowing how to utilize your art supplies is really important before you start working with it. If you go ahead with some more research, more than how you know, maybe the advantages and disadvantages of watercolor. And when you do the research, you get more information like how, when and where, how to use your art supplies.
Alright, so starting with the first art supply, your drawing books. So pretty sure all of you know about your drawing books, but there's something more important that you should know before you begin with your different mediums. So it's all about something called GSM, a unit of measurement for paper products. So basically GSM is the weight of a sheet of paper. Alright, so here I'll talk about different GSM papers used for different mediums. So the best paper for working with pencil, charcoal, pastels or color pencils should be a 120 GSM paper. The weight of this paper is perfect for all these mediums since it can handle the pressure from pencil, charcoal and pastels. Thinner paper like 55 GSM will tear easier and ruin your work. So next, let's move on to the next medium, watercolors. So looking at watercolors, they are slightly watery when applied on papers. So when you're looking for the best paper to use watercolor, you should use a paper that has a capacity to absorb the watery liquid. When you look for specific GSM papers for watercolors, a 250 to 270 GSM paper is perfect. Apart from this, nowadays we get watercolor papers that are separately made for watercolor painting. These watercolor papers are strong enough to hold the paint, and also both the front and back surfaces can be used for painting. Next, moving to choosing the right paint brushes. So choosing a perfect paintbrush is really essential before you start working with it. So when you choose a paintbrush, all you need to keep in mind is about the medium and painting techniques that you're going to use. So here I'll be talking about different paintbrushes and their uses.
So moving on to the last and final tip number 7, focusing upon the main features. So focusing upon the main features is one of the most important things in portrait drawings. For example, today you're drawing a celebrity in which a majority of people know that celebrity. So imagine that you started drawing that celebrity without his main features. People know that celebrity with his main features, maybe the shape of the nose, or maybe the style of the lips, something like that. But you are drawing without his main features, without the shape of the nose, or in any style you're drawing. So do you think people will get to know or will be familiar with that celebrity?
Absolutely no. So when you focus on the main features of an object or human face, that is when people can recognize it.
So these were all my 7 tips. Hope this video was informative and helpful for you beginners. So if you have any doubts, you can comment down in the comment section box. I'll be really happy to solve all your doubts. And thank you so much for watching. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do subscribe. New videos on Fridays.